What's going on, Jerome's? It's a beautiful Monday. Birds are indeed chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So, quarterbacks, rookies, couple veterans reported to TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill yesterday, except you know that J.J. McCarthy lives there. I would wager that there's a cot in the quarterback room that J.J. sometimes just like, that'll probably go away once he has a kid. Don't know. Don't know. But McCarthy's looking good in the hood. F.U. Colin Cowherd. Got the backwards hat. Got the chain. Got the gray sweatpants. He's got a hose for an arm. Gray sweatpants shorts, rather. It's going to be good. Also good is first-round pick Donovan Jackson. Ooh, it's for real. Looking like a tank. Like, he could invade Tiananmen Square. Whoa. Too far. Anyways, but this feels like 1988. You know, when the Vikings spent a first-round pick on some guard from Arizona State with a weird stance. I don't know. I don't know who it was. Plus, Tyron Ingram Dawkins. Yeah, he's got the wired headphones because thinks that Bluetooth is attacking the brain, man. Which might be fair, to be honest. I know, but TID, I think is going to make an impact sooner rather than later. The full list of 40 Vikings, most of the rookies, actually all the rookies, all the quarterbacks, as well as veterans coming back from injury. Darrisaw with the ACL, MCL. Will Fries with the broken leg. And Rondale Moore with the ACL. A couple extra days in the training room. It's going to be good to go. The rest of the veterans report on Tuesday. First practice is on Wednesday. That's not open to the public. First open to the public practice is on Saturday. It's good times, man. Yeah, also good times. This is from Dante Fleming's Instagram. Kobe King. Kobe. The pride of Penn State rolling into the Vikings here, and stressful being a professional athlete sometimes. Catching some Z's, and this is an underrated part of being a professional athlete is that getting to sleep. Especially if you're an NBA or NHL or MLB player where you're constantly on the move. Actually, more NBA and NHL because you have 3 and 4 game stands in baseball, but you're constantly traveling, just zonk out whenever you can. And the NFL, life's tough, So Kobe's getting some Z's there. Also, Vayner Sports representing AJ Vayne, Nurchuk. So good to go. Got high hopes for Kobe. This will be good. Also, I like I'm sure I'm off base here, but they look like white Crocs, but they're probably like $4,000 shoes. That's how it usually goes. That's right. Also, how it usually goes is Diamond Dallas Turner was on the CJ and Chat podcast, talking openly about his future and also his teammates. So he said this from Vikes fan page. JG, Jonathan Grenard, is like the 27-year-old version of me. That's like my best friend. And I do think that Turner. So everyone talks about Jared Verse. Diamond Dallas Turner's down here. But remember, Jared Verse is literally 3 years older than Turner, both physically, mentally, all that stuff. And then give Turner some time. Jared Verse was at University of Albany, when he was given $240K to telemarketers. It's not true. But Turner, give him a couple years, especially get him comfortable with this scheme. He's dropping back in coverage more than he's ever been asked to, playing a little off-ball linebacker at OTAs. It'll be good to go. And I think it's going to be a roll tide. Plus, Grenard's not a bad comp to Turner in a couple years when he was coming out of Florida after he had spent some time at Louisville. And it could be a looper. Anytime I can just force feed a looper reference, it's good. Looper's a damn good movie, man. Bruce Willis is JG, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt is Diamond Dallas Turner. Confusingly enough, it's good to go. Plus, I think this might be the last movie that I watched the behind-the-scenes stuff where they made Joseph Gordon-Levitt look more like Bruce Willis through the eyebrows. It's kind of weird. It's good stuff, man. Yeah. Also, good stuff. Javon Hargrave signed to the big free agent contract. Him and Jonathan Allen out along the defensive line. And Hargrave's he's got a little motivation. He's got that chip on his shoulder. He's prolific with the Eagles. Signed a massive 3-year, $75 million free agent deal with the 49ers. Had injuries, and then now he's back at it, man. 45.5 career sacks. I think he's going to add to that total this year. I don't know. Does he get 10 this year? It feels like 8, 9, 10 sort of situation. But just that powerhouse defensive lineman that can blow up a gap and get their own pass rush. Baby, it's been so long. It's been so long since we had that. We need that. Also, someone we need is racking up and stacking up some wins. So the this has been made to be a big to-do, but I'm not really buying it. But the DraftKings put together 2025 NFL's toughest schedules. Giants at 1, the Bears at 2, Lions at 3. Is that correct? Yeah. Eagles 4, whatever. The Cowboys 5, Packers tied for 5, blah, blah, blah. Tied for 5, whatever. But you see what's going on there. It's all 4 NFC North teams. It's all 4 NFC East teams. And then the bottom 2 are AFC North teams. And I'm guessing that the Bengals and the Browns aren't far behind, because all this is based off of 2024 season opponent win percentage. And here's the dirty little secret. Like, of the 17-game schedule, in division, you only differ on 3 games. Right, the 2 rotational in your conference and the 1 floating rotational in the other conference, because you play your division, right? And then you play 1 whole division in your conference and 1 whole division in the other conference. That's really it. It just alternates home and away. But I'm feeling kind of good about the Vikings schedule, because there are some names on there certainly, but also they gotta play the Vikings. Plus, you can probably pretty confidently say that, besides in-division games, I would say all of the tough games for the Vikings are at home. So Bengals, you have the Eagles, Ravens, Commies. Those are games that you're worried about. Cowboys, don't care. Okay. Cowboys haven't had home field advantage since like Tom Landry's on the sideline. Giants, no. Seahawks, probably not by that time. Then you look at the Chargers. Whatever, they'll be mostly purple on that Thursday night game in late October, and then Steelers and Browns are neutral site games. So, frankly, I'm feeling pretty damn good about this schedule. Like, I'm not gonna lie, right? So, whatever. Like, DraftKings can take this and shove it, because I feel like I'm gonna put out a little hot take here. This is not just like me hating to hate. I think the Lions miss the playoffs. Actually, I'll do a twofer. See if I can parlay this. I think the Lions and the Packers miss the playoffs. Straight up. I think there's one representative from the NFC North this season, and it's the Vikings winning the division outright, getting the 1 seed and all that stuff. I think everyone else, it's gonna be, especially the Bears. I honestly cannot wait until the Bears get smacked down for the 2nd year in a row after being the cat's ass in the media darlings. 2 off seasons in a row. It's going to be great. Speaking of the Packers, so we talked about yesterday how the Packers were they claim all these titles when there was like 6 teams in the league. Congratulations for being the Portsmouth Grays. Great. And I understand. So, well, the Vikings can't even claim any championships. Aha. Technically, the Vikings won the 1969 NFL championship. Lost Super Bowl. Technically, it wasn't even the Super Bowl by then, but I digress. Anyways, but the Packers claim it. So the Packers always say, well, what about 2010? Whatever. I can't bring up old stuff. Way older stuff is, in the height of the Great Depression, stock market crash, late 20s, and you had the Dust Bowl, you had Hoovervilles, you had everyone was poor and out of work and not enough to eat and malnourished and all that stuff. And it's just a very tough time here in the United States of America. But then the Packers came in and were like, are you ready for some football? Please. Asterisk. How many teams were in this league? 2.5. One of them was the Bears. Doesn't even count. And then also World War II. The fall of 1944. So after D-Day, June 6th, and then they're progressing their way in Nazi Germany, Nazi occupied France, and all that stuff, going through the Low Countries as well. And it's like, oh yeah, hey, we understand that we as a nation are fighting Hitler. We're fighting Nazis, and we need all of our energy and resources to fight all the terribleness in the world. And the Packers like, whoa, waiting all day for Sunday night. Please. Does not count. I mean, it's like the Gophers having that 2-loss season, and they lost the Rose Bowl, and they claim a national title. Yeah, we claim this. It's whatever. Yeah. Stick in the NFC North. So the Bears starting up training camp. Schefter Bears plays cornerback Jalen Johnson, quarterback Case Keenum, and wide receiver Jay Walker, and running back Ian Wheeler on the active non-football injury list. So the NFI is like the PUP list, except if you get injured in something that wasn't team sanctioned. So you didn't get injured at OTAs, you didn't get injured in a game, you didn't get injured in a practice, you didn't get injured at the facility, right? So NFI could be you rolled your ankle at your home gym and then you report to camp. That's about it, right? But you can already see Jalen Johnson's already ducking Justin Jefferson. Oh, he's going the regular season NFI list as well. It's like, ow, my shoulder string. I can't line up against 18 in week 1, Monday Night Football. Please. Also, I thought this was hilarious. So following along with the flag football championships over the weekend, it was kind of interesting to see. I love the international games too. I think that I think the American Vikings. I think America obviously wins in flag football, but it's going to be a little bit more competitive than you think. All right, and the Texas Fury wins the high school girls 2025 NFL Flag Championships. They're represented by the Houston Texans. What's up? And, of course, the runners-up out of Calixio, out of somewhere in California, is the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, my God, Marone. I mean, I understand as a Vikings fan, I have no room to talk, but the Cowboys can't even win a flag football championship. I mean, what the hell is going on? All right, I just don't know. It's okay. All right. Also, I'm obviously not a prude, but this is not them specifically, but you see this all the time in NFL games. People just getting pissed drunk, like blackout drunk, where it's like, especially like big time games, like playoff games, where like, I don't know, man. Like I enjoy having a couple and winning the day and having a good time. But if you just get blackout, I mean, say you're going to the NFC title game and you paid a lot of money for those tickets. A lot of money for those tickets, man. And also your team has a chance to go to the Super Bowl. It's going to be a great memory. And you're just plastered. You're just completely sheet-faced out in the parking lot like 3 hours before the game. I don't know, man. I don't know. But you see that so much, man. Anyways. Also, something to see. So I'm not a big watch person. If you notice, like, I have the Apple Watch. My wife yells at me when I wear this to, like, weddings and funerals. Like, wear your nice watch. Like, I don't know. My nice watch can't track my steps. I need some more steps. Yeah. But, yeah. This popped up on my Instagram feed. Continental Diamond. You're going to like the way you look. Wait, no, that's Men's Warehouse. Yeah. But Continental Diamond, I think they're official diamond people of the Vikings. I don't know. But saw this ad for a watch. Now, you're seeing these team-specific watches popping up. I think they're Breitlings, which I think is a good watch. I always thought about getting a Rolex and seeing it as like an investment, not like a flex, because they do retain value. Pretty good there, right? But Breitling here with the Vikings watch, and I think every single team has a watch out there. That's good to go. And plus, hey, PA has got this watch, so obviously I need it, right? It's good. I don't know. I don't know. But the watch, I mean, I think it looks pretty sweet, right? I don't know if it's $9,200 sweet, right? Because I never understood, like, what are the small dials for? I understand the time and date, right? And I understand if you want to say like 1,700 hours, military time, it's fine. But what are the other dials for? Is like, does that track your steps? Is this air pressure? Is this humidity? What happens? What happens? And then I will say the back of the watch is pretty sweet. 1 of 104. Why 104? Yeah. By the way, limited edition, could be an investment, $9,200. Plus, after the Vikings win a dozen or bars in the next 10 years, I mean, this could be worth double. So maybe. Lastly, so if you're looking for something to watch in these last couple of weeks as training camp wraps up and then preseason before we get into the season, Untamed on Netflix just came out on the 17th. And the wife and I, we binged this entire thing this whole weekend, and it was good. And we talked about this, where like all the establishing shots of Yosemite National Park, gorgeous. The initial storyline centers around El Capitan and stuff, and we are really in the golden age of scenery porn, right? Because Yellowstone was basically just like a screensaver, and then Taylor Sheridan like spins on his horses and stuff, and then John doesn't talk like this, then it gets executed. Anyways, spoiler, whatever. But this Untamed show, basically all it is like, hey, let's show how awesome Yosemite is, and then a storyline. But the storyline is pretty damn good. There's a lot of twists and turns, and you'll enjoy it. Plus, it's only 6 episodes, limited series. The episodes are kind of short too, so you can get it done. I feel like this is how things should be. Not like Stranger Things. Hey, season 5, part 1, 10 years later. The kids are 50 now. Or, no, you have a self-contained story, a limited run. All the episodes are out, so you don't have to wait serial style. It's going to be good. Yeah, but check this out. Love me some Eric Bana. He's fantastic. Anyways, Vikings are there at TCO. We're back. We're so back. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull, production value.